work done on a gas. So if we compress the gas by applying force, so what happens? This is the gas inside this container. So if we compress it by applying force, if we compress the gas by applying force on the piston, work is done on the gas. So work is basically the transfer of energy. So work is the transfer of energy by a force. So as we have applied force, as we have applied force to the gas. So what happens? We have applied force to the gas. We have transferred energy to the gas particles. So when we apply force to the gas, we have transferred energy to the gas particles. Energy to the gas particles, which increases the temperature of the gas. Which increases the temperature of the gas. Here. Therefore, because when temperature increases, kinetic energy also increases. Kinetic energy increases, and due to the increase of kinetic energy, internal energy also increases. Internal energy also increases. So by applying force, what happens initially when we applied the force, we transferred energy to the gas particles. So that energy increased its temperature. So due to the increase of temperature, kinetic energy increases, and when the kinetic energy is increased, internal energy also increases. So if we do the opposite of it, like if the gas is allowed to expand instead of compression, if it is allowed to expand, if a gas is allowed to expand, so in that scenario, the gas will do work. So previously, work was done on the gas. Now the gas is doing work. So the gas will do work. If it is allowed to expand, now the gas will do work. Therefore, what happens? The gas particles lose energy. Which decreases its temperature. As a simple concept of work done, whenever we apply force and the object covers the distance in the direction of the force, it is known as work done, right? So previously, when we were compressing the gas, so what happens? Like we would compress the gas downwards, right? We would compress the gas downwards. So definitely when we compress the gas downwards, so the gas particles will cover the distance in the direction of the force. So in this scenario, work is done on the gas when it is allowed to expand. So what happens now? The gas particles are pushing the piston upwards. So the piston moves in the direction of the gas particles. So now the gas is doing work. In the case of expansion. Alright. So for example, in a bicycle pump, during filling of air, it gets heated up. As we compress it several times. So as we compress it several times, it gets heated up. It is because work is done on the gas. It is because work is done on the gas, which increases the temperature, and that increase of temperature ultimately increases its kinetic energy and internal energy. kinetic energy and internal energy.